everyone, this is Sir Alexander with another StarCraft 2 battle report. This is the second match of 3 between AsturWolf, who is playing as the orange Protoss, that color confuses me, and Spyris, who is playing as the blue Terran. Looks like Spyris is in the about 5 o'clock position maybe, and this guy's in the 11. Not exactly sure how you judge that. Anyway, so Spyris did lose the last match, lost it pretty soundly. AsturWolf did excellent gameplay, and won pretty fair and square. So it looks like Spyris did get to pick this map. I don't think I've ever seen or played on this map. I think I might have seen, no, I have never seen this map. So if you haven't either, then you can learn this map with me. I've never seen or played on it, so there might be some map mechanics that'll come in handy. Looks like there's these center expansions here on this high ground. Zilnaga Watchtower up there behind those plants. Anyway, so first probe is on the way for AsturWolf. This is another way that you can see a good player. Usually that probe will begin scouting as soon as you get that first pylon down, whereas we see with Spyris, he hasn't set a spawn point for his command center. You always want to do that. There's really absolutely no reason in the world why you shouldn't. And he also doesn't have a scout yet. He's sitting on 200 crystals right now, which is always a bad option. As soon as you get 150, you want to put up that next racks. So, Spyris, if you're watching this, maybe you can take some tips. And oh dear, cheese incoming. Looks like AsturWolf might put a pylon down. He saw that Spyris might not be up to par on the exact gameplay, and this probe is sitting there looking very menacing. We should see a pylon going down here, maybe here, or he might sneak down and put it, well, he wouldn't want to put it down there. Yeah, if he puts it up here, it looks like there are 2 ramps into your base. Or wait, no. That ramp goes to an expansion that's guarded by destructible rocks. Okay, so only 1 ramp. If he breaks through the rocks, you can get through the other one. Looks like an SCV is out. Probe is out, scout is out, I missed that. Or maybe this probe is just not attacking because Spyris got that excellent surround last time, if y'all remember that. Totally took out that probe. So we might see a proxy pylon going down here. He's sure looking like he's thinking about it really hard. That probe is processing some major thoughts. Anyways, refinery going down. And again, right now he's sitting on almost 300 crystals. He needs, there goes a racks. He should put down another supply depot or maybe another racks or perhaps a tech lab or reactor core as soon as this is finished. Maybe that's what he's saving up for. This guy is scouting out. Will he see that probe? He doesn't see it yet. That probe should really get out there and put down a proxy pylon. That could be very effective. Oh no. Oh dear me. Cheese. Looks like 3 zealots out on the way, 2 more coming. This game could be wrapped up in the first 6 minutes. Unless we see some major stuff coming out of Spyris. Oh no. Oh, poor Spyris. How could he possibly see this coming? He's taking his expansion, which is a very good move, but he really needs to wall in, put a bunker there or something. We have 5 zealots on the way, and there is no way he is prepared for this. He is going to take down that SCV, but he's not even... There goes 2 more Marines, but by the time those guys get there, he's going to have 5 Marines. This game could be wrapped up very quickly. These 3 moving in, they will totally own those Marines. Marines going down, 2 more about to come out, but what good is that going to do? These guys are going to get in there among these FCVs, and we're about to see some terrible damage, as they say it. 1 SCV down. These SCVs are sitting here doing nothing, not mining, not doing a whole lot of anything. Good wall there by that Marine, but very ineffective. These Zealots are making a little bit of a misturn, not being too effective, but that's 3 SCVs. Here come 2 more Zealots in, 4 SCVs, 5 SCVs go down, 6 SCVs, 7 SCVs. That'll be 8 SCVs, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Another Marine goes down. Just gonna go over the units lost tab. Yeah, he has already lost 1,300 units, and he really needs to call GG here, save face, and just give it up. I mean, it is rough to do that. This is a best of 3, and this will be his 2nd game in a row to lose it so bad. But what can he do? Is this an island? Is this an island? No, looks like there are no island expansions, meaning there's really nothing he can do. I mean, he can run and try and harvest again, but he's getting a whole fat, like, 0 income right now. If you look at the income tab, yeah, 22 harvesters to 4, 700 to 0. This is really GG here, and looks like it's just going to be AsturWolf teching up to a Star. Yeah, there goes a Stargate. He's going to tech up to a Void Race. I'm going to speed this up. There's really no point in making y'all sit through him hunting the entire map trying to find this command center. Doubtless these guys will just start running around the map, searching out all the expansions, attacking these command centers. The command centers will lift off and fly to other expansions. I'm surprised he didn't scout that. That's a little bit of a mistake by AsturWolf. He really should have checked there. Looks like he is going to get this SCV down. He's probably going to go check this expansion next, maybe. He checked that one. He's going to check the next Zelnaga Watchtower. He really needs to keep moving with these guys, scouting these expansions, because he knows that he's somewhere, and he can't let him tech up. He can't let him get back in this game. That's the worst thing. With a Phoenix coming out, not sure if I entirely agree with this. I think a Void Ray would be slightly better than a Phoenix at this point. But totally his call. He's totally got the game in the bag at this point. There's like a whole lot of absolutely nothing that Spyris could do to get back in this. I mean, just look at this army that he's sitting on. All he has to do is scout it. This Phoenix is coming straight to this expansion. Good game sense. He will see this. And doubtless those units will come pouring in here soon. I mean, does he even have a Rax on the way? Okay, looks like he did manage to get a... Where is his Rax? Oh, he has 2 Raxes down here. But that's not going to do him any good. He is fully scouted. He has nowhere to run right now. And with a Phoenix on the map, he can't attack those flying building stalkers in. AsturWolf really needs to push out before he gets back on his feet. If he continues to sit there, he is sitting on 2 bases. He could pull back in this if AsturWolf does nothing. Just a quick tip, doing nothing is always a bad idea in Starcraft 2. I'm sure that most of you probably know that. But doing nothing will never help you. His army is sitting here doing nothing, and they should always be moving. Your army should always be going. Looks like he will be taking down this factory. Actually, he's just going to go straight for the command center. It's going to try and lift off and run, but it can't get away from that Void Ray. That Void Ray is fully charged, and that's going to get owned. That's just, there's a whole lot of nothing it can do against that. His only hope right now is to pump out about 1 billion Marines and then charge his base or something like that. Anyways, we see a whole ball of Marines up here. Looks like that's nowhere near enough to even take on what this force is. And just insult to injury, we have a mothership coming out. Is this overkill? Please comment on this video and tell me whether a mothership is overkill in this situation. I think that that's kind of... I think I might take offense if this guy built a mothership at me. He will see that. Doubtless these zealots are going to come in. Or he's just going to let the carrier and mothership own them and not even use the... Yeah. Major... He's just being, I don't know if this is what you call hate game or what, but building a mothership at this point is definitely, I don't know, I think I might be insulted. He's sitting on 1,000 crystals and 300 gas. He's really, I don't think he's even really trying. This game is really in the bag and he's just having fun. This command center might run right into them though, which would be a terrible choice. Yep, and there they go, and will get owned. 3 carriers, a mothership, and a Phoenix. I don't think I would blame Spyris if he rage quits at this point. I don't know, y'all tell me. I don't know that I'd give GG to a guy who teched up to a mothership when he could have beat me on Zealots. Well, these, I guess maybe it's his own fault for not calling GG. He really should have said GG right there when his base was taken out. He really had no hope of getting back into this game, and right now it's just going to be until he can find this command center. Are you kidding me? He's putting up a starport. Does anyone else think that this game is effectively over? Can we call this GG? I mean, I'm going to let this play out, but it's really, he's going right for the expansion. That starport's not even going to finish. Now, what's really going to tell is if he tries to lift this off again. If he lifts this off, then we really know he's playing. No, he's just going to let it die. He doesn't call GG. He gets knocked out of the game, and that's that. As far as what he could done to fix this, he really needed to wall in. He must be a slightly lower tier player. I mean, I don't want to insult anybody, but you really need to wall in, especially when playing against Protoss. Really, against anyone other than Terran, you always want to wall in. You know, if he just put a Rax here and a bunker here, that would have done it. Or 2 supply depots in a bunker, supply depot, or a bunker. There's really no end to the possibilities that he could have done, and it really, I mean, if he would have walled in, it could have saved him the game. Those Zealots would have came up. The SCVs could have repaired it, and his Marines could have been in there. He then could have safely expanded to here, put his supply depot next to these rocks so he could see if they were attacked, and then expanded and fought the game out like a normal player. But he did not wall in, and that really cost him the game, and the rest was just insult to injury by AsturWolf. Took 2 expansions and tech to a mothership. I definitely think that was overkill. Anyways, GG, best of 3, so Spyris will not get a point, but AsturWolf will take a point and play against some higher tier players in the next round, and hopefully some more gameplay. There is another replay up that I will be casting soon as the link is given. So glad that y'all are watching these. Hope to cast more from this tournament, and go RPG.net.